got here?
Hey, come on, girl. This is Alice.
Come on, Alice. Good girl.
Thank you. These new recruits, I don't trust them. Thanks again, guys.
Hey, Danny, hold up. You're top dogs. You know what's going on?
What do you mean?
I've been stationed here for 3 days with nothing coming down the pipe.
Then you should be thanking us for getting some action.
Come on, you owe us one. Can you find out what's up?
Okay. Well, let us check in first.
I'm with Random Wolf Soldier too. I definitely want to know what's up here.
What the hell is that about?
No idea.
These wolves, man, now that we got this like inside look into their operations and lives, you know, they seem a lot more dangerous than I anticipated.
What you got for us?
No assignment. Just says report to Isaac.
Both of us?
All right,
Yeah.
that is okay with me.
Never been this busy here.
Something's going down.
We better find Isaac.
Maybe they're planning like an all-out assault on the Seraphites or something.
I don't know any of these people. You?
Hmm. I don't think we got much bullets since the last time. Nope. Okay, great. Just a little pit stop.
Come here a sec.
He was talking to me? No.
Yeah?
Heard about your ambush. Where'd they hit you?
Right around here. Near the warehouses.
Shit. They keep slipping past our lines.
Hey, you know where Isaac is?
He was here a few minutes ago.
Okay, thanks. We'll look around.
Alright, so the good news is nothing's dislocated.
Is Mel gonna be here?
Looks pretty bad, huh, Doc?
How'd this happen?
I've seen worse.
Got stabbed in
Hold
the
still.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, stop.
Hey, man. Feeling better?
Pain meds are kicking in, so yeah.
Hang in there.
How's the hand?
I'm gonna keep most of my fingers.
Brother, you only need 3. Am I right?
That's gross. Okay, Manny.
Could have been much worse, though.
Who is that, Nora?
Hey, guys.
How you doing, Melon?
Just a few more stitches, and I'll be good as new.
You guys need to convince this girl to relax.
Hey, Mel. Relax. You got it.
Hey, I need some muscle, so can you two give me a hand with something?
Sure.
Don't move.
I'll just be here. Relaxing.
Nora, have you had a chance to relax?
Ugh, I'm shipping out to the West Side Hospital in a few. Orders are to get everything.
How's Mel? Really?
Well, the baby's vitals were a little elevated, but I'm not worried.
Someone should get word to Owen. He'll want to be here for her.
Yeah. I need to show you guys something.
What is it?
Follow me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god. Are these all ours?
Yeah. And more are coming in by the hour.
Ellie and Dina send their regards.
Nora.
Just not yet. Come here.
Who's in that body bag?
Leah? Jordan?
Holy shit. It's that.
Danny. I don't recognize Danny.
Where's Owen?
I don't know. A few days back, there were some Scar sightings out by the marina. Danny and Owen were sent on a sweep. And this morning, the guards found Danny collapsed by the perimeter fence. He'd walked himself back with a bullet in his stomach.
Pinches escars, hijos de puta.
Isaac talked with him until he passed, but as far as I can tell, there's no units going back that way.
So what about Owen? Did you ask Isaac what happened?
Yeah, I tried. But he gave me that fucking look, and then he told me to keep quiet about it. Which means you can't say shit.
Owen's a big boy. I'm sure he's fine.
Where is Isaac? I'll be discreet.
Last I heard, he was in the apartments. Okay, I'm gonna go check up on Mel, so let me know what you guys find out.
Yeah. Why the hell hasn't Isaac set on a search party for Owen?
Maybe he has and just didn't tell Nora.
I fucking hope so.
You know, I guess those bodies wouldn't have been from Ellie and Dina just yet. You know what I mean? Because this is only Seattle day 1.
We're looking for Isaac.
He's inside. Go on in.
Thank you.
Damn, look who it is.
What's up, fellas?
Got time for a game?
Can't. Here for Isaac.
Whatever, big shot.
Not my fault I'm so good at what I do.
Mm-hmm.
See you around.
It's a Seraphite. It sounds like she's praying or
I
something.
don't miss this place. Fuck. Always hated the smell.
After our morning, I wouldn't mind a few minutes with these guys.
I hear that.
Ooh, they're going crazy. Alright, a little bit disturbed.
Hey, Abby.
We need to go up.
Isaac's in there.
Oh. Do you know if he'll be long?
Said again when you two arrive. Come on.
Alright, let's see what this Isaac guy looks like. We saw him on a wanted poster, I think.
Sir, Abby and Manny are here.
Oh, jeez. For Richardized children. Okay, Isaac does not seem
Don't let him fall asleep.
like a nice guy.
Let's go up.
So he was part of the original founding group of the Wolves, if I remember correctly, the documents and posters we found. And he kind of took over after the two main founders died.
No losses on our side. Just some minor injuries. Can't say the same for them.
Wish I was hearing more of that.
Never seen the base this packed.
Gonna give it another day. Still waiting on some units.
What's going on, boss?
These small skirmishes. Can't keep going like this.
Then... what?
We could try another truce. But how long before some asshole on their side or our side unravels the whole thing?
I wonder how long this has been going on.
Sir, we try attacking their island.
Not like this.
Island.
Not with everyone.
Okay.
There's a big storm a few days out. We're gonna use it to mask our approach. You two are gonna lead the first wave. Pick your squads. start prepping.
I want Owen. When are he and Danny getting back?
Who talked, Nora? No secrets between the Salt Lake crew, huh?
Is Owen okay?
As far as I know.
Then why didn't you send a search party after him?
He shot Danny.
What?
Apparently to protect some scar.
It's bullshit.
What?
Excuse me.
That's not Owen. You got it wrong.
You're saying Danny used his last breath to lie to me?
Sir, people hear that story. Owen's dead. Anyone who finds him, they'll gun him down for sport.
Then I suggest you all stop gossiping about it.
Let me go after him. I'll walk him back in. We'll get to the
No.
bottom. You said yourself the storm's a few
No.
days.
We've only got one shot
Okay.
at this. And this is bigger than any of us. Definitely bigger than Owen.
That storm, I think, is the one that we encountered at the aquarium.
If he turns up, then fine. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And we'll get to the bottom of it. I need you, Abby. Yeah?
Yeah. I get it.
Good. Look over the plans and go through your roster. Grab some food. We'll talk later.
No way Owen killed Danny over some scar, right?
Owen always was kind of protective. You know what I mean?
No. Abby, don't.
I'll be back by morning. You just gotta cover me till then.
Isaac will kick your ass.
Not before the assault. You heard him, he needs me.
If Owen's out there, how the hell are you going to find him?
I know where he'll go.
The aquarium.
Stop it.
Nope, another flashback.
What?
Seriously, stop it.
This is like a year after the previous flashback then.
Why don't you come on over and enjoy this view with me then?
It's great. It's the best.
Oh. Come on. We made it all the way up here just so you could wimp out on the last 2 steps?
Yeah. Yes, deal was to get up here, so.
All right, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get your ass over here, sit on the edge, or you can go down here on the kid seat and look at this view with me.
We can't miss training.
Really? Not even just for one night.
No.
Talk about it?
It's getting late.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't. Do not. It is too high.
Oh my God. You know, I don't think I can live like this anymore, Abby.
Owen, I'm serious. I will break up with you. Owen.
I always loved you.
No, they're still together.
Owen!
Man, dude. I guess we're jumping. Again, I think I mentioned it before, but like, you know, I'm really only interested in how this affects Ellie and, you know, her story, you know what I'm saying?
I'm down here, you asshole.
You jumped? And I missed it?
I thought you drowned.
You know, I thought the last flashback pretty much gave us all the answers we needed, but we're flashing back again.
You drowned.
I found something pretty awesome.
What?
I think you're gonna have to follow me to see it.
Owen, we have to go back.
We will, once you see this.
These people are just starting to warm up to us. We keep showing up late to everything. It'll seem disrespectful.
They know what we've been through. We got at least like 2 more months of sympathy before we have to go full wolf.
Owen,
What are they gonna do? Kick out a bunch of displaced fireflies who have nowhere else to go?
maybe? I don't want to find out.
Think of it like this then. We're on patrol. We'll just tell them we ran into some infected.
They're so... Owen,
Just come see this thing.
So I'm gonna assume this is the aquarium then that we found with Ellie, since it's right by the Ferris wheel.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, going under. I mean, it's safe to assume that these two were really close, and Abby did, or still does, like him. You know what I mean? Oh, this is cool.
What is this place?
I don't know.
You gonna keep going?
Fuck yeah.
And at this point in her life, they're a thing. And we know that eventually they do break up. Owen gets with Mel, and the rest is history. Yeah, so they're new recruits. I don't know. Maybe this is just showing us just how close she was with Owen, and the fact that we killed him
One of those, zoos?
is just another reason for her to never forgive us. You know what I mean?
Water pop out. I saw this seal the other day. It was covered in spots.
They don't have spots. They're brown.
Those are sea lions.
No. No, you don't know.
I know what I saw with my eyes.
I'm just trying to figure out, because every flashback has had a reason for the flashback, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure what's going to happen here that we don't already know, you know what I mean? Not sure what the purpose is for this particular one.
hey, give me a hand with this.
Yep.
What is this place?
Well, clearly this is some sort of theater, but for fish.
What? Are you a rooster?
What? I'm a wolf. That's my wolf howl.
And you know, guys, I'd hate to say it, but as far as we know,
You think
Abby hasn't
the show?
done
Nah, looks like somebody turned this into a make.
anything. She hasn't done anything for us to hate her other than get revenge for her father. And no matter what way you look around it, you know, Joel didn't. Her dad, Jerry, didn't deserve to die. You know what I mean? So that's tough. That's tough as someone who cares about Joel. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, in our first chance we got to play as Abby, we were on a boat with Mel, and I think Mel mentioned something about this reminds me of Owen's boat. So I guess this is what they were talking
There's some
about.
kids close. Bet a family came through.
Look at these drawings.
Wonder why they broke up.
I wonder what happened to him.
Maybe they join the
Oh,
wolves.
those are kind of creepy
Yeah,
looking.
or got killed by scars.
Such an optimist.
Hmm.
Okay. Not sure what else to do. So just go back outside.
All right, enough of this boat. You want to go see the rest of the fish zoo?
You think there's more to see?
Of course. Let's go.
Following your lead, dude. Yeah, I hope you guys kind of understand what I was saying earlier. Like, you know, that's really the only bad thing she's done, at least that we've seen, given all the footage we've seen of her. But again, I'm still sticking with what I said earlier, and just like, honestly, I don't care. You know, I don't necessarily want to kill Abby, but if that's what will make Ellie happy and feel satisfied, then that's what I want as well, you know what I mean? So, but the game is obviously trying to show you that there's more to her than just being a Joel killer, you know?
Here.
Okay.
This is just so weird playing as Abby.
Look at you.
You know, she's pretty much the villain of this game, but we're spending so much time playing from her perspective. Like, I can't even remember if I've ever played a video game like that before. It's a real ballsy move. Kind of just blazing through this. Because again, I kind of just want to figure out what the point is.
You don't see that every day. What is this class?
It's a tank in the floor.
Can you imagine this?
That's
place
pretty
filled
cool.
with people, kids laughing, running around. Different world, right?
Must be so crazy if you think about it from their perspective. Like, a gigantic place like this, just built for fun. You know, like, that must be so foreign to them.
I'm claiming this place. It's mine. You can visit.
Oh, you sure?
Not really, actually. See how nice you are to me first.
You're a dick.
Not a great start.
So I guess Abby is around Ellie's age then. I'd assume. Maybe like a couple years older, but I bet they're trying to like draw similarities between them.
I think it's the same family from the boat.
That'd be my guess, yeah.
We're gonna learn something messed up. Did they like live here?
Locked.
That would have been crazy. Okay, if that's locked, I have no idea where to go or what to do.
We have to come back here with the others.
That's good, yeah. Get them to break the rules, too.
You don't think it's worth it?
Let's see how much trouble we're in when we get back.
Ha. You love it.
Shut up.
So, could I get like a...
Owen, you were right. Thanks for dragging me into this amazing place.
I'll think about it.
I'll take
And look at this setup here. And this reminds me of the stadium WLF base that we got to walk through, you know, and just like that community seems so normal, but you know, it almost makes you kind of feel bad for killing a bunch of them because a lot of them probably had, you know, kids even, or at least someone they were looking after. But in the end, you know, the WLF do conduct themselves a little bit more differently than our Jackson family does. You know, and you can tell just based off of their leader Isaac. You know, he did not look like a nice guy, and based off of all the notes, you know what I mean, the notes we've seen and read, you know, they do go to the extreme, you know, oftentimes. And you know, if they're so good, then why are so many people deserting them? You know what I mean? So it was easy for me to kind of compare them and say they're just like Jackson, but then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, well, no, actually not. You know, they at least have a bit of a darker side to them. What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, here we go. Here's a note. Oh, the textures have not popped in yet. There it is. It's honorable that you respect your father, but you have to see he's trying to control you, to make you feel like you're still a child because he's too afraid to act like a man. You deserve to be surrounded by a community that can foster a strong spirit like yours. Max, even more so. He's so impressionable. If you care about your brother, you'll get him out of there before he takes on your father's weaknesses. Or weakness. We'll be passing by your aquarium again in 5 days. If you want to join us, light a torch along the dock and we'll pull in nearby. May she guide you. Oh, Seraphites. Does Abby and Owen know of the Seraphites at this point in their life? I'm not sure. I guess they would, because they've been with the wolves, so someone's probably mentioned them at least once. Yeah, I've kind of walked around everywhere here, and there's nothing else to kind of click on or interact with. Oh, geez. How did I not notice this guy?
I think this is our boat, Captain.
Shit.
This is the brother, I think. Dad, I'm taking Max away from here. He can't spend his life locked inside this rotting building. All he'll do is take on your weaknesses. When the soldiers killed Mom, you just stood there like a coward. Wow. What kind of example is that? You should have gotten angry. You should have made them hurt worse than they hurt her. I want Max to see what it looks like when people are willing to stand up for what they want, when they're willing to make something of their life. The world is harsh. It's up to us to change it. Only when weak may I carry my true strength. Maybe we'll come back someday. If we do, I hope you're not still sitting in your stupid fucking chair. Well, he died there, so I guess not. That's a Seraphite symbol at the bottom there.
His kids are enough to join the Scars.
Jeez. Well, on the bright side, I found these keys.
What is wrong with you?
He's a skeleton. He doesn't need them.
I just don't understand how anybody willingly joins the Scars.
Why not?
Because they're an insane cult. That's why.
In the QZs, people would refer to the Fireflies as terrorists. Fanatics.
We were naive.
That's a good
We
point.
weren't fanatical.
We blew up checkpoints and assassinated soldiers.
It's not the same.
I'm just saying.
Don't say shit like that at the stadium, okay?
Okay, all right.
I mean, he does make a good point. The Fireflies weren't all that good. They were trying to create humanity, yes, but again, they went about things in ways someone wouldn't want to agree with, you know what I mean? And the wolves are the same way. And who knows, maybe the Seraphites have some sort of redeeming qualities? I don't know, I'm probably stretching with that. But like I said, like they're just trying to make, you know, I think they're a common theme is that not everything's black and white, so except maybe with the infected. But I don't know, the Seraphites just seem
Painting this must have
past
taken
it.
forever.
Okay. What's your plan, dude? Am I supposed to look around? And there's nothing here. You going?
Don't
Oh.
tell me you want to go down there.
Come on.
You're
Owen,
afraid of heights. Oh, there's a ladder.
Last thing. I promise.
last thing.
Just, don't look down.
Just go.
You're good. Look at these. I'd love to meet this kid.
I mean, he's a scar. Maybe you have.
Jesus, I sure hope not.
Whoa, got a little
Oh.
fort here.
Get on in here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine living here without zombies running around or people trying to kill you. That'd be really cool. Oh, this guy's still alive. Hello.
You see that?
Aw.
Told you they were spotted.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, maybe this was just like, I don't know, a special moment between the two they're trying to show us. I mean, because man's dead now. We shot him, so...
You want me to slow down?
No.
He's like,
This-
come on.
It's this.
What's the deal?
You are disgusted by it.
Come on, Ab.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Talk to me.
I know all the leads have dried up. But
Oh, I see.
Joel's still out there, you know?
I know.
There it is.
What can I do?
let's go back.
I guess Owen
still
was
in
trying to... Owen was trying to help Abby forget all that. It's probably been haunting her for a while at this point in time. But this is showing like Abby was the one who just never gave up.
Go ahead.
What about you?
I'm gonna hang out with the seals for a little while.
I'm sorry.
I told you already. Don't be sorry.
Okay.
What if Owen's somewhere else?
He's there.
Let's get off the roof before someone sees us. Can I talk you out of this?
No. We don't know what happened. I gotta find him.
I mean, if you really killed Danny...
Fuck Danny. I'm jealous Owen got to shoot him before I did.
Whoa.
I don't remember a Danny, so must be some throwaway character. Actually, guys, before I move on, now that we reached this really scenic spot, it reminded me of something I've been meaning to talk to you guys about since I feel like we've reached the halfway point. Now, those of you who have watched my God of War Let's Play should know where I'm going with this, but in that previous Let's Play, since it was my first one, I actually started a tradition I'm going to try to keep going as I continue playing more story-based single-player games. And that's when I feel like I've reached the halfway point in my game, I'm going to share my predictions with you all with who I think's going to die and who I think's going to live by the end of the game and where I think the story is going to end up. And just real quick, the reason I like doing it halfway or maybe a little bit over halfway is because if I do it too early, then I don't know enough about the story or the characters to make semi-accurate predictions. And if I wait too long, then it almost becomes a little too easy, you know what I mean? Because you just have so much more information. And also, at the halfway point, you get kind of like some of the early deaths out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, we've already had some of the wolves die, and rest in peace, Jesse died, Shimmer died, you know, so a lot of those earlier deaths are out of the way, and we don't need to bother predicting those, you know, but there are still plenty of characters left, which means there's still plenty of characters that can still perish by the end of the story. You know, the story's already taken quite a turn by putting us in Abby's shoes here, so it's going to be difficult, but I'm just going to do it anyway, because again, I have fun with this type of stuff, so. And I guess in that case, we're just going to start with the wolves, and just like I mentioned a moment ago, we've already killed a lot. You know, we got Owen and Mel recently, which I didn't expect them to die that soon, and then Nora, Jordan, and I guess we can count Leah as well. Really, part of that core group that went after Joel, all that's left is Manny and Abby. You know, so let's just go ahead and start with Manny. I've already voiced my opinion on that guy. I want him to die. He spit on Joel. He seems like a sleazeball, and I don't know. I don't think you're gonna spit on Joel without paying the price. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's just not cool. He was already pretty much dead at that point. You know what I mean? And the game's kind of gone out of their way to kind of paint him as not the best kind of guy. Like I said, he sleeps around, he cuts in line. Like, if anything, cutting in line over other hardworking coworkers is just not cool. You know what I mean? So, I put money on us getting Manny by the end of the game. So I'm gonna give Manny a hard dies. Now we can't forget about Isaac. Isaac's been mentioned quite a lot. He is the head honcho of the wolves. And we've only recently saw him, though, so that might add a little bit of difficulty into predicting if he's going to live or die. I don't know, this might be a case of it's a little too early to guess, but I can only go off of what we've known so far, what we learned, and I'm going to give him a hard dies as well because, again, he's the leader of the big bad group, you know what I mean? And he doesn't seem like the nicest guy, so... and he's also not interesting enough, in my opinion, to... carry on into a potential Last of Us Part 3 if they're ever going to make that. So I'm just going to go with Isaac dying. And lastly, the only notable wolf left is Abby. But I'm actually going to hold off on Abby because the fact that we've played with her so much this game, it kind of pushes up her status for me in terms of like the main character ranking. So I'm going to hold off on Abby for now. Let's go ahead and move back over to our Jackson crew. Now again, Jesse would have been a great prediction to make, but he actually just died recently out of nowhere too, completely out of left field. So we don't need to mention him. We could mention Maria, I guess. Maria was a semi-main character in the first game, but she's only been in a handful of scenes in this game. I don't really see this story taking us back to Jackson, and if it does, I don't think there's going to be any conflict back at Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give Maria a hard survives. And since we just talked about Maria, we might as well move on to Tommy. We spent a large portion of this game going after him, and we've just now met up with him. But our team of Dina, Ellie, Jesse, and Tommy did not last that long. We left it on a cliffhanger. It looks quite in trouble, specifically Tommy, so... I don't know, this might seem out of left field, but I think Tommy's going to survive. I'm not sure what exactly I'm basing that off of, but again, we've spent a whole portion of this game trying to save him, and right when we get him back, they throw him into another perilous situation. You know, that's kind of like repeating, drama there, you know what I'm saying? And we've already seen his brother die. I don't know if they're going to kill off the Millers like that. And they left us on a cliffhanger of Abby, you know, with a loaded gun, standing over top of him after we just got him back. You know, they're really leaning heavily into him getting killed by Abby. But I don't know, guys. I think that might be like a little bit of a red herring, you know? I think it'd be kind of harsh if they kill off Tommy after they killed off Joel as well. And, you know, Maria doesn't deserve that, you know, and Jackson's Tommy and Maria's place, you know, they founded that place, and I just don't know how they're going to handle it with both Tommy and Joel, you know, seemingly gone in the matter of weeks, you know, so I see something happening between Ellie and Abby. You know, I keep thinking about that part that they left us on. How is that going to turn out okay? You know, like, how are you going to shoot Jesse, then leave us with a cliffhanger, then jump back to that spot eventually? I know we're going to get back to that spot we left off on at some point. And then right when we come back, she's just gonna shoot Tommy. Like, I don't know. I feel like they should have just thrown that before we went on this, you know, super flashback sidetrack. You know what I mean? So I at least don't see Tommy dying there. Maybe later on, but I don't know. This might be one of my furthest reaches, but I'm gonna give Tommy a hard survives. I'm gonna hold out hope for our boy. He's always been there for us, so hopefully they don't do him dirty like they did Jesse and Joel. Now I guess that leaves us with the big three girls, Dina, Ellie, and Abby. Let's go ahead and start off with Dina. Now, Dina's quite the formidable fighter. You know, she's a survivor. She did a lot of that crap when she was pregnant, so she's really tough, right? But again, for this recent chunk, she's been out of commission pregnant. And I guess her fate really depends on where the writers want to take the storyline of maybe her and Ellie becoming a thing and raising this baby, you know? So I don't see Dina dying. Like, if she were to die, I don't see her dying before she gives birth. I think this baby's gonna happen here. They've already teased a pregnant woman dying with Mel, and I feel like that would kind of just be hitting the same story beats if they let Dina die before giving birth. You know, and I've been saying I really don't want Ellie to lose Dina after like all the people she's cared about being gone here. So part of me really wants to say, and again, hold on to hope and just say that Dina survives. But honestly, guys, I just have a niggling feeling that Dina's gonna die before the end of the game. It hurts me to say it, but it's a common theme, Ellie, and losing people she cares about. And maybe the baby that Dina has will kind of be the memory she carries on. I mean, that's kind of cliche, but I don't know. I feel like that would fit, you know? And then Ellie would kind of raise his kids and kind of use lessons that she learned from Dina and Joel and kind of pass it down to this kid here. So I think Dina's going to die, and I think she's going to die in childbirth. So I'm going to give Dina a hard dies. Now let's actually move on to Ellie here. I'm going to just outright give her a hard survives. This is her story. I don't see how her dying will serve the narrative, and you know, they've gone to so much effort to show how much she's grown from the beginning of the first game all the way up to now. You know, there's still so many lessons she still needs to learn that they're building up here, and I feel like, you know, they just want to kill her off like that. So I'm going to give Ellie a hard survives. So that saves Abby for last, and let me tell you, this one for me is the hardest one because, you know, earlier on I would have said Abby, she's probably gonna die. She has to die. She's the one who killed Joel. But again, just like I mentioned previously with Ellie, they put a huge effort into showing us Abby's life, Abby's mind, how she thinks, how she functions, what she's gone through, you know, so that might add a twist. And, you know, that makes it super hard to predict if she's gonna survive or die. You know, the biggest thing I can think of that supports Abby dying is just the simple fact that she's been our goal this entire game. You know, she's been the reason why Ellie has gone out on this journey. Ellie and Dina have gone out on this journey. You know, it's to get revenge. Well, it's to save Tommy, but also get revenge. You know what I mean? Also, she just killed Joel. You know, she killed Joel. That is reason enough for her to die. You know, that's reason enough for the writers to give us a cathartic moment where we get revenge for Joel. But guys, I don't know. I've mentioned it a few times this Let's Play already, but a theme in this game has been a cycle of hatred, you know, and Ellie has already gotten a taste of that with Nora, and I don't know if that's the Ellie that we want to see. I don't know if that's the Ellie that the writers want us to see, you know what I mean? I just feel like, you know, they're going to this length to show us that Abby really isn't that bad of a person. Yes, she brutally murdered Joel, but she... In her eyes, if you put yourself in her shoes, she just killed the person that, one, killed her father, and two, damned the rest of humanity. I think what they're building up towards, and this kind of bridges us into where I think the story is going, I don't know if Ellie's going to end up killing Abby. You know, Abby might die, but I just don't know if it would fit what they're kind of crafting here, the story they're going with here, if they have Ellie kill Abby. I think Ellie needs to realize that this cycle of hatred needs to end at some point, and she still has the power to influence the world for good, you know, and killing someone like Abby might not do that for her, you know? Because if anything, Ellie agrees with Abby in a sense. She agrees that Joel shouldn't have done what he did. They're both on the same page there. You know, so they already have that major similarity. And if anything, you know, what we've seen so far just proves that, you know, they are more similar in ways than we initially thought. You know, they're both badass women who had tough paths, have lost their father figure, you know what I mean, have gone through so much shit, you know? So, I don't know. I just don't see Ellie killing Abby at this point. So, I don't know. I just don't see a way for Abby to die that is satisfying from a narrative perspective. Obviously, her dying would be satisfying for those of you, and, you know, myself included, that just want to see Joel's killer die. But in terms of the narrative, they've just been building too much here, setting too much up. I just don't see it happening. So, I don't know. I'm going to give Abby a hard survives. So I guess I'm going to finish off with talking about where I think the story is going to end up going. You know, I didn't expect there to be a Last of Us Part 2, you know, so who knows if they're going to make a Last of Us Part 3, make it a trilogy, you know. I wanted to mention Naughty Dog's Uncharted series as a perfect example. They didn't have to make a fourth one. They ended the third one on a, you know, a pretty satisfying conclusion. And who knows, maybe they'll make The Last of Us a trilogy, you know? So I have to keep that in mind when making my prediction. Like, they still might leave stuff off, or like leave stuff out there that they can still explore for a third installment. My craziest prediction is that Isaac becomes the main villain, and or the Seraphite leader becomes the main villain, and Ellie and Abby team up and kind of like set aside the differences and make the world better by, you know, I don't know. Again, that's my craziest prediction. I'd be totally okay if that doesn't happen. It'd be crazy if that does happen, and I'd love to see where they would take that. But I guess for a more realistic prediction, Ellie needs some sort of catharsis, you know, some sort of satisfying conclusion to the traumatic events that she's had to go through since the beginning of The Last of Us Part 2. And up until now, that's been killing Abby. But I'm going to stick with my prediction and say that Abby is going to survive this game. So that begs the question, how is Ellie's story, how is Ellie's character going to reach a satisfying conclusion, grow to a satisfying point? And if Abby's going to survive, that means the focus has to shift to a different entity. And I think that's going to be Isaac or the Seraphites. You know, they might represent what's bad in this world, you know, like the worst of humanity or something. And Ellie and or Abby are going to conquer them, kill them, do something. I think maybe Ellie's going to... I don't know, guys. I've been sitting here trying to think of, you know, a realistic vision of where this game is going to go. But I got to get a prediction out there. So I'm just going to say Ellie and Abby are going to settle their differences somehow, defeat a common enemy, and they're not going to be buddies or best friends. They never will be. I would be very surprised if they end up being friends or anything remotely close to that after what Abby did to Ellie. But I think, again, they'll achieve a common goal, find some sort of satisfaction or catharsis for both of the trauma they've gone through that way, and then they're going to go their separate ways. I'm not sure where Abby's going to go. Maybe we'll play as her in Last of Us Part 3 or something. I don't know. And Ellie is going to go back to Jackson, and something's going to happen, you know. I think Dina might give birth before they go back. She might die that way, you know. And, or I don't know. I guess my final prediction is that Ellie and Abby are going to set aside their differences and work together begrudgingly to overcome a certain obstacle that kind of gives them both a satisfying conclusion to what the game's been building for each of their characters so far. And then they're going to go their separate ways. I'm not sure where Abby's going to go, but Ellie is going to go back to Jackson. Whether that's with Dina or without Dina, I'm not sure. My prediction says it's going to be without Dina and with Tommy. So that's what I'm going with. Ellie makes it back to Jackson with Tommy, with Dina's child, you know, and Abby goes her separate ways. The Seraphites, the wolves are defeated or whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm going with. It seems kind of crazy, but again, this game, it's almost pointless predicting. But again, that's what makes it fun. So yeah, those are my predictions. Just a quick recap. Manny's going to die, most likely by Ellie's hand. Isaac is going to die. Tommy is going to somehow survive. I just really want him to survive, mainly because I can't think of a reason that would make sense for him to die after they've teased it so much. You know what I mean? So he's going to survive, make it back to Jackson with Maria and all that. Dina, I think, is going to die. I don't see them brutally murdering her or anything like that, or unceremoniously doing so, you know, after just now introducing her as a character. I think I think the most likely way she's going to die is because she's going to die in childbirth. But out of all my predictions, I could see that one being the most wrong. I could see her surviving, but I'm gonna stick with my guns and say that she's gonna die before the end of the game. Then Ellie, again, I think she's just gonna survive. I see no point in killing her off. I don't know what that would serve. So that was probably the easiest decision for me. And Abby, it's crazy, but I think she's gonna survive. You know, they introduce her again in this game. You play a lot as her. It would just seem like a waste for her to die without exploring everything that they've laid out for her. So Abby's gonna survive. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed hearing my predictions. You know, I'm glad I made this a thing on my channel. You know, I have had a lot of fun doing it so far, and I hope to keep it going. So, and yeah, I can't wait to see where the story actually ends up going. And I hope you guys have been enjoying this journey so far, and I can't wait to keep it going. So I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace.